Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our continued playthrough of Arkeis, where we are going through the introductory or tutorial scenario. And again, I'm going to start this episode off by saying this is filled with spoilers. So if you don't want any spoilers, walk away. Just don't watch this one. But there are going to be spoilers. It's an interesting game so far. I'm enjoying it. It's not too heavy. That's okay. That doesn't really bother me at all. That it's not that deep or that heavy. It's more just lighthearted and fun, but it tells a fun story, and we're going to get right into it. But before we do, I want to mention a couple things. There's some really fun other playthroughs going on right now that I wanted to share with you from other YouTubers out there. The first one is I think it's called Kinfire Chronicles or Kinfire, and if you go check out Meet Me at the Table, Bernd, he's doing that right now, and I've been watching it. It's a lot of fun, so you might want to enjoy that. And then one of the, I would call him the old guard of YouTubing playthroughs, the Lonesome Gamer is playing one of my favorite games, actually, which is Cthulhu Death May Die. He's going through a couple episodes, as is Paul Darcy. So Paul Darcy, go check him out, go check Lonesome Gamer out, and go check Bernd out playing Kinfire. Anyway, a lot of fun. But we're going to play Arkeis. We're going to get started right now. Now, in the last episode, we got through most of this place. We only have one room, but we couldn't open it because it requires a crowbar. So I'm very much hoping that in this back room over here, way back here, there's one more token to explore, and I'm hoping the heck it's a crowbar. But we grabbed this statue, and it caused us a bunch of problems, and populated a bunch of these scarabs, these metal scarabs. So I don't know if we're going to have to leave here or exit. If we do, we're going to have to fight them all on the way out. But the problem is that our starting player, Rebecca Clark, who's about to go, already has one in her space. And here's the deal. Here's the scarabs, right? So it says, take one injury for each scarab in your zone at the start turn. So she is going to take an injury because she couldn't do anything about this, which is going to give her a trauma. And we're going to take a look at that. We're going to get to see what a trauma does for the first time. So anyway, let's go check that out, because we're going to start with her. That she is the first player going around, and then we go left to the left with each character. So she is in that back room where there is one more thing to search, but she is going to take some damage. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, so here are the trauma cards. Basically, start a turn effect. She takes a damage. That fills up her tokens. So these are all going to come off, and she's going to take a drama card. See, it says apply your start of turn effects. Apply the start of turn effects of adversaries. So that's what's happening right now. So those are going to come off, and we're going to get a trauma. Now, I don't know what these do yet. I just know that you slot it right here, and they're bad, because they're going to do something to her that has a permanent game effect. Now, the good news is Frank Gaspard, one of our other characters, has this. Discard one trauma from your explorer in your zone. Fortunately, they're not in each other's zone yet, so perhaps when she moves back into the zone... Oh, wait, I've got the wrong character for that. I take that back. She is... No, it's still the same thing. I just had the wrong figure. Let me show you what I'm talking about. She is here. This is Rajit. She is here, and she's going to take damage from this one, not the one in there. So we're going to have to deal with that. But I just want to be clear. It is going to happen. It's just happening a little differently than I first said. Now, the good news is when Frank goes, he is in her space, and we'll be able to remove this trauma. So it's not going to last very long. Okay, it doesn't say to separate out the traumas or anything. I think they're all just bad. Let's see what we get. Fright. 2 movement equals when you perform a second move action during a turn, take a fate token. Okay, that's bad. So what that means is, we normally can take 2 actions, right? They can be the same 2 actions. But in this case, we don't want to do 2 moves with her. That's fine. Now, though, it is her turn, so we can reorganize our equipment, and then we can perform our 2 actions. Well, our first action is going to be to fight the scarab. So she's going to fight the scarab, which means we're going to get 2 fight dice. So for her first action, she is doing a fight. Yippee. And then we're going to get going on that. Let's see if she can kill it. Well, so you do these in order, so this is good news. So she does kill the scarab, and she does not take an injury because the scarab is already dead. So we will remove the scarab from her space. She has defeated it. Now, defeating a creature doesn't actually do anything for you. So that's what she did. Now, she has another action, but I don't know what she wants to do with that action. I don't want to move her because then she'll be in a space with an enemy again. And the reality is we're going to end up going through this door right here. So what else can she do? I don't know. She can... what's her special ability? You may give one of your actions to another explorer. Okay, well there you go. So here's what we're going to do with that. I have a clever idea. We're going to give this action to Rajit. I assume he takes it now. And the reason I'm doing that is because he is in a space with a scarab, and I don't want him to take any damage. So he can attack the scarab first. So her second action, Rebecca Clark, says, Rajit, take care of this thing, kill it. And he's going to do that. So again, he has no weapon. He does have a weapon. He has a whip. Okay, so his whip says I may re-roll one die one time when I roll fight dice. He just has 2 fight dice. Now his special ability is at the end of the turn, remove 1 injury token from another explorer in your zone, but there isn't anybody, and now nobody has any injury tokens. So let's see what we get here. Oh, that's not good. We're going to re-roll one of these because I don't want to take damage if I can avoid it, and success. So again, there's only one of these guys in his space, so we kill it, and since we rolled the green one, that takes effect first, this takes effect second, so he does not take damage from that. And just to be clear on what I'm saying here, when you fight, you're going to get one of these 3 things, and they go in order down there. So if you eliminate a scarab, great. If you get that symbol, you eliminate, but you take an injury. And if you do that, you just take an injury for each scarab. So we have successfully defeated that scarab, and we are going to move on now to Frank Gaspard's turn. I'm debating if he wants to use this or not. I mean, he can take a assist whatever action and use this on her. He might as well. I mean, I don't know how many traumas we're going to get in the tutorial. So he's going to burn this card. Put that back. And then that means that he has healed her of her trauma. And then with that, I don't think... I mean, I hate to not do anything. It just seems like wasteful. But what's he going to do? I mean, he could move. But I don't... I mean, he could move here and... If he does that, he's going to get attacked. I don't see any value in that. Oh, and oops, I'm sorry. I may almost missed something. When Rebecca went, she has that Defiler thing, so she has to give up a fate token and put it on the Defiler card. So we've done that now. I think, I'm sure you can just throw away your turn. Seems like a waste of time. What's the Ankh do? Is that something that he can... You may discard this card when your explorer receives a 5th injury. If you do, the explorer discards all their injuries but does not take the trauma. That's pretty good, but that's not necessary for right now. It's worth $2 later. Nothing to explore. I mean, I could move him into the room with Rajit. Why not? Okay, he's going to move in here and say, hey, what's up, buddy? What are you looking for? That's his turn. Okay, so we're going to Rajit's turn. And for his first action, he's going to explore. And so for his, or investigate rather, whatever they call it in this game. So he's going to do that. He's going to get this card right here. Hopefully it's a crowbar, because if not, I missed something. Because I can't get into the last room. But yeah, and there it is. It's a crowbar. Now this is also counts as a weapon, allowing... Oh, Rajit's got 2 weapons. Well, I think I have to look. I think I can swap this out and put this in my hand instead of the whip, and then maybe I could trade the whip to Gaspard or something like that. So we're gonna take that item. I'm gonna double check that. I'm pretty sure I can just put this card in my backpack, the whip card, because he needs the crowbar. It allows him to roll one more fight dice. I mean, if he gave that to Gaspard, Gaspard would be rolling 4 dice in a fight. That'd be pretty good. Sorry, not his name is Frank, by the way. So yeah, we're going to do that. That was action number 1, and for action number 2, he's not going to be able to do anything. He's just going to move into here, where he has now the crowbar, and he can take the crowbar and open that thing up. I think I'm going to look I got to look something up, because this. I mean, we're going to waste like a whole bunch of turns if he's the one that has to open that door. I'm pretty sure someone can take it from him and open it. I'm just going to take a look at that and see about the action, the not search action, but the support action. Like, when can you trade? That's the question of the day. See, that just shows using those cards, right? because I don't want to waste, again, I don't want to waste their time, but I do want to trade items and stuff. So I'm going to take a look at that. I'm not finding it immediately in the rules. Okay, it says that with a support action, you can give one of your items, either an equipment item or one from your backpack, to another explorer in your zone to use a piece of equipment associated with the support action. Okay, so it shows that thing we used, the first aid kit, but I guess we're just going to have to sacrifice a turn, right? I just don't, I mean, I don't know how else you do that. It doesn't say anything about, I'm going to look through the book a little further, but that's what it said. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that. It just says that you can trade, you can give an item with a support action to another player. It doesn't say you can take one. So, I guess maybe I shouldn't have moved Rajit, and I should have given the crowbar to Gaspard, because then he can at least open it on the next turn. The only wasted turn would be Rebecca's. That doesn't seem right to me. It seems like that's broken a little bit, if that's the way it is. It says, during the reorganize the equipment phase, the explorer may put equipment next to their explorer profile in their backpack and or equip items. And this explorer may also give it as many items. Okay, we're good. All right. Well, again, it's give, not take. Oh man, I don't know I don't know what to do with that. Okay, it says give. The explorer may also give as many items relatives as they like to the other explorers in their zone. Well, Rajit's already gone. He picked up the crowbar and then moved into the room. I guess for his next action, because the reorganizing is before you take your 2 actions, right? Oh man, it just doesn't. Okay, I don't want to do this wrong, but it does not say that you can give or you can take items from some people. It says they have to give them. So I'm not sure what to do with that. I guess, well, we're just going to go on as if that's true. So we're going to go to Rebecca's turn since he's done, and we're going to take this. So I couldn't have even given it to Gaspard, I guess, because I couldn't do. Well, I could. So actually, Rajit's not going to move. What he's going to do before we move on from his turn, he's going to keep his whip. He's going to give the crowbar as a support action to Frank. Well, Frank's got the crowbar. At least Frank will be able to open the door, so it won't be so bad. But we had to take another of the fate tokens off, so we still have plenty left. And then she's going to go, but she really can't do anything. We can give our, you know what? We can give our actions to other players. So for her first action, she's going to give an action to Frank, who will move, and is it only one? You may give one of your actions to another explorer in your room during your turn. Not helpful. Well, actually, yes. So she'll move here to the back room. She'll give her action to Frank, who will move here. And I think I screwed that up. I let him take that action before. I'm not going to correct it. I'm still learning. Close enough. We know that now that I should not have been. It's in her zone. He was not in her zone. So my bad. We did make an error there. But I was able to move him there, so he'll get his 2 full actions as he opens that door. Okay, here we go. All right, so that is both of her actions. Now we go on to Frank, who has the crowbar. And that was tough to sort out there, getting the crowbar in his hands. And we're going to now actually use it on this door. We know we need to, so that's okay. Here we go. It's this one right here, which we're going to take out of the card deck right here, where it says, the door is blocked. You don't recognize the hieroglyphs on its pediment, but it certainly piques your curiosity. How are you going to open it? If any explorer in the zone has the crowbar, discard this card. Discard it and you take this card. So we're going to discard the crowbar. That sucks. Okay, well, the crowbar, which was really a good weapon, is gone, but we're going to get this card now, as you can see. And this door is done, so I'm going to put that back. And here we go. What do we get? Door. The door opens slowly with a deep and majestic groan. Your eyes light up when in the middle of the room you see a pedestal topped by a majestic beheaded statue. Finally, what's going to happen when you put the head you found at the start of your adventure back on its rightful place? Suddenly, anxiety rushes horrifically up your spine. In the gloom, the abominable metallic clinking has started up again. Okay, so this is room F right here, and you can see that we have 3 scarabs in that room, so we're going to place them in there. I'm going to assume that there's 4 in the room because we had that thing, the statue that put one in every action space, and I still think it meant it says every playable zone. I think that was playable, so I don't know. That's what I did. If I'm wrong about that, I'm sure you'll let me know, but here we go. So now we're going to be able to do this, right? We're in the room with the head. Now we're not going to be able to do this yet, but I just want to get prepared for it because we are in the room with the head. It says it says to continue, keep playing until you read. Tells you to read the epilogue for this episode. This will start the back at camp phase, which concludes the episode. During the phase, the explorers will get some well-deserved rest. Okay, so why do we need I don't feel like we need a rest right now. We're okay. It doesn't say when you get to draw that, though, does it? Huh. Okay, well, we know we got to go in and fight. Oh, because, yeah, that's right, because we still have this. This, I'm sure, is the epilogue. That's going to be the statue. We're going to place the head on the statue. So I guess for Frank's second action, we'll go here. But that means he's going to start his turn. That's bad. That's really bad. I think... I mean, he's good in a fight and all, but he's not going to get to fight this turn. Because that will be his second action. He used his first action to open that door. They're not going to come out after us, so I think he's going to wait. I think that makes sense. And then Rajit is going to go 1 into here. What's his ability? At the end of your turn, remove 1 injury from another explorer. Actually, you know what? That could be four injuries in one shot. I'm definitely not moving in there. So he moves there, and then we're going to go back around to Rebecca. We're going to lose another one of these tokens. She is also only going to move here right now. But she's going to give her second action to Gaspard, Frank, who's going to move in there with her special ability. Okay, that's it. And then Frank is going to attack the scarabs. Now, there's 4 of them in there, if I'm not mistaken. And this is what we're going to have to do. So we're not going to do any of these. I could just do this action to take an injury. That's 4 injuries. No, we're not doing that. So we're going to fight for his second, remember his act, she moved him in there with her action. So he's got 2 actions right now. He gets 3 dice. Let's see what he can roll. And hopefully he gets a whole bunch of them. Oh, that's not good at all. Oh my gosh. So he's going to take 3 injuries and kill 2 of the scarabs. I don't have any rerolls or anything. That's Rajit. So these 2 are dead. But he takes 3 wounds. So let me get those out and put them on his card. Here's his 3 wounds. Remember, he's only got 4 before he takes a trauma. But he's got the Ankh. The Ankh is pretty cool. So that'll save him, I think. And that's his 2 turns. Okay. For the next turn, now we're on to Rajit. Rajit does have the whip. That's pretty cool. So he's going to step in and attack the 2 beats. Now, what he could do, he could just pick it up and take the 2 hits. Do I want to do that or do I want to kill him? We're going to do that. So I can explore in there. I just take damage. You see, let's see what it says here. If I do that action, I didn't start my movement there. I moved into there, so we're okay. There were no scarabs in his zone from where he moved from. But this one, though, take 1 injury for each scarab in your zone. We're going to do that because instead of fighting the 2 scarabs, he's going to let them snap at him, and he's going to take this last token. So I hope this plays out okay. But I mean, this is the end of it, right? So let's get the last card out and see what happens. Okay, bathed in light, filtering through the ceiling, a decapitated statue dominates the room. It's clear that the head you found in the entrance once belonged to it. If any explorer in your zone, you or someone else, has the broken head, take this card. Okay, so we're going to end up with taking 1 more card. If not, put this card back on the pile. Okay, well, that sucked. So he took 2 damage for nothing of value. That's okay. We're going to do the same thing with Rebecca, and she is going to go in there. And it doesn't say that you have to take an action, but she's going... So it goes back to Rebecca now. He's done both of his actions. Oh, it says at the end of this turn, he can remove a injury, right? That's Rajit. At the end of your turn, remove 1 injury from another explorer in your zone. He's going to move 1 from Frank. Okay. And then we're going to take another token for Rebecca. and she's going to go. So for her first action, she's going to step in here, and for her second action, she's going to do this. She's got the head. So let me find that card. It is this one here. We had still some cards to go through that I didn't go through. Huh, interesting. All right. Event. More and more golden scarabs are coming out of the cracks in the floor, walls, and ceiling. Their snapping mandibles sound like deadly mechanical thunder. You can already feel them slipping under your clothes to devour you alive. No, you won't die here. With a final push, you climb onto the pedestal and put the head of the statue back in its rightful place. All the killer insects retreat to the back of the room and disappear into the cracks and fissures. Remove all the scarabs from play, roll 2 inspection dice, and log the results. Discard this card and this card. Okay. I think they're already discarded, and then read the positive epilogue in the campaign archive. Okay, so we will remove all the scarabs, not a big deal. They are all out of the room. And then we're going to discard, I don't think, what's that one? Nope. I don't think, oh, the Defiler card I think is one of those, right? It is, so we're going to discard the Defiler card. That's gone, that's good. And then we will also discard the one with the hand. Which one's that one? It's not the statue, is it? It is not. So I don't think we got that one, did we? Yeah, I guess we did. Where is it? The hand one. Is that this event? Nope, nope. I'm going to go through them and see, because we may have already done it. I just want to make sure that we didn't miss it. Nope. So we didn't do it, I guess. Let's see. Oh, the head. It's going to be the head. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is discarded too. Not a problem. All right, so we discard those two things, and then we read the epilogue, the good epilogue in the campaign book. So where is that? Where is that? Let's see. It says, okay, epilogue. Congratulations. You've almost completed the tutorial. We're now in the epilogue. Okay, if the card concluding this episode told you to read the positive epilogue, the epilogue was a success. However, or the episode was a success. However, if the first adventure ended with the negative epilogue, then things didn't go as well as they could have. Open the campaign archive and turn to page 0. That's the campaign archive. I have to find that. Okay. Turn to page 0. The archive contains various elements that can enrich your logbook during this phase. These stickers may contain important revelations about... Oh, that's the logbook. Okay, I'll get it out. Let me go do that. It seems like there's supposed to be a logbook, but I think it must be in one of the boxes or underneath here or something. So let me find that, and I'll be right back. Okay, here is the prologue of the Guardians. That doesn't look like an epilogue guard book or guidebook. I think I got the wrong thing. It would look like that had the right picture on it, right? Okay, so again, still learning. It says this box is the camp box, but I don't see where is this the epilogue book right here? Oh, logbook entry. This is probably it right here. Maybe. I guess I'm going to keep reading, and we'll see what this tells me. But I don't see the epilogue logbook. It says, because it says a different type of book. It says positive epilogue, negative thing that can go. Okay, open the camp archive. Where's the camp archive? It's in here somewhere, right? This is the camp archive right here, but I don't see any stickers. I'm gonna have to find that. Maybe they are in here. It's just really, really light. Doesn't feel like there's anything in here though. Yeah, it's empty. Okay, I hope I'm not missing something. I'm gonna look around. I didn't explore everything because I was playing the game as it said, so I will figure it out. Well, quite a search, but I did find the Camp Archive book, which is what we needed to advance to our next part of the story. So I'll just jump back to the logbook so we can continue on from where we're at and take a look at the epilogue back at camp and what it says to do. And again, it says we're going to read the success portion of it, and then open the camp archives. Turn to page 0. The archive contains various elements that can enrich your logbook during this phase. These stickers may contain important revelations about the later story, so don't read any stickers unless you've been instructed to do so. Take the epilogue sticker you were instructed to read, which is the positive one, and put it in the space for it on page 13. Read the text box on the epilogue sticker and then come back to the tutorial. Okay, well, let's go to page 13. You'll know what that looks like because it's our logbook section that we've been checking off our boxes in. I still have to roll two more, because the other thing it said to do before we do that is roll 2 more of the exploration dice, the investigation dice, whatever they're called, these 2 things. It said to roll 2 more of those in the book, and I'm just going to double check that to make sure we're doing the right thing. I'm 90% sure that's what it said to do before we actually do this part with the logbook. Except I'm going to throw dice all over the place. It says, oh, well, let's read the epilogue first, because maybe that's where it shows that, and then it might say it there, but I thought it said it somewhere. Anyway, if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. Let's go to the archive book. We're going to see. Now, remember, we're learning this together, so it's all good. When instructed to do so, take one of these epilogue stickers and stick it in the space provided for it in the logbook. Okay, we've got the positive epilogue. Okay. The discovery of the temple will make history, and the mechanical creatures are very living proof that you are not insane. Indeed, those prodigious inventions confirm your theory that the remote part of Egypt was once the cradle of civilization that had much more advanced technology than anyone had previously guessed. With thousands of stars shining in the night sky, you have trouble falling asleep, wrapped in feverish excitement. Take the bonuses from the check marks in the logbook. You unlock upgrade CO1. That's the adventure, by the way. So the adventure CO1. But I do want to take a look at that because I was pretty sure it said in the backpack thing until we've done this epilogue. This is epilogue 222. Takes an tutorial. Logbook entry bonus. Okay, I'm telling you, I swear it says something here about this. Keep playing until the cards. This will start the development services point. Resume reading. Okay. Congratulations, you almost completed the tutorial. Right, if you're successful in the epilogue card. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's it for now. Now we're going to keep reading this logbook entry bonus. Each epilogue will have consequences based on whether or not the episode was a success. Either way, you'll get a bonus associated with the spaces you checked off in the logbook. And I think for some reason, I feel like I missed a rolling dice for the logbook. But I guess not. I guess that's it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. And then it goes on to installing upgrades and stuff like that. We'll read that in a minute. But let's go deal with our logbook. So what do we get? First off, we get to take this sticker out. So I'm going to do that. I don't know, man. That means I have to get a recharge pack if I want to play it again. We'll see. But let's get this sticker out. I'll be right back. Remember where it said it. It said it on my card. Remove all scares from play. Roll 2 inspection dice and log the results. We did not do that part. So we're going to do that part now and see what we get. Let's see. We got another hourglass and a snake head or emperor's head or whatever that is. Got to get my pencil back out. And yes, I meant to say magnifying glass. So we got magnifying glass, and the emperor head's a wild. So what do I want? Do I want experience or money? I could check this one. Give us, I think, 4 experience. I'll take 4 experience. What do you think? Because we're going to do this too. So we're going to get $2 for this one. We're going to get this one, and then 2 experience. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Okay, so we're going to tally those. So I'm going to get out 4 experience points. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It says take the bonuses from the check marks in your logbook. You've unlocked upgrade C01. Okay, let's do. I'll collect all that and we'll take a look at it. So maybe I was supposed to wait and take this Ankh thing after, but I think the way I read it, I think I was supposed to take it. But this reward here is the Ankh. So I have our 2 coins and our 4 experience right there that we're going to continue to read in the camp archive book, in this book actually, and see what it is we're going to do further. Okay, so we're back at camp. We got our stuff. So in this episode, each completed row gives you either 2 coins or 2 experience points. Take the corresponding tokens from the game box and put them in the camp box. Okay, well, let's get out the camp box. That is this gray box here. So we're going to put, I don't know, I guess we don't get to do them now. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll put them in the camp box as it says. So we got 2 gold in there and 2 experience. And then also it says when you get this gold, okay, we did that, but this is also worth some money, this gold statue. We'll see what how that plays out later. I don't think we have to worry about that at the moment. We'll just keep it in play. And who had that? I think it was Rajit. Yeah, he does. Okay. And then it says installing upgrades. The 2-page spread represents your camp. Represents your camp is located at the end of the booklet on page 54 and 55. Okay, that's here. Nice. Okay. Take a look at how the 2-page spread is organized and resume reading the tutorial. All right. It's organized like that. Access to experience cards level 1 and 2. You may use each of the effects below one time during each camp phase. So as we fill these out, we're going to get cooler camp stuff. That's the way that's going to go. All right. Got it. Your camp consists of your blimp, the Phileas, and several spaces that can hold tents or other upgrades in the form of stickers. After most episodes, new upgrades become available in the camp archives. The epilogue you've unlocked and certain events will make upgrades available to the explorer or, on the contrary, make them permanently unavailable. To add an available upgrade to your camp, you must buy it using the coins the group has earned, notably by checking off spaces in the logbook. You can also acquire coins by selling items. That is to say, by discarding items that you have, the item cards that you have the coin icon on them. If you decide to do so, put the card back in the appropriate episode box. The group then receives the number of coins indicated on the card. If the group does not spend all its coins, put any remaining coins in the camp box. These coins can be saved for future episodes. Okay, we're still reading. There's a lot to read here. If you've read the positive epilogue, you have the option of buying the CO1 upgrade by spending 1 coin, as indicated in the epilogue sticker. We do have that ability. If you decide to buy the upgrade, put one of your coins back in the game box, take the CO1 sticker, and put it on one of the spaces on your camp. We're going to do that just because that's cool. If you read the negative epilogue, you don't have any upgrades for now, and you will not be able to get upgrades CO1 during the campaign. Ooh, ever. That's interesting. Every element in your campaign has specific effects. Okay. Then we get to look at the Phileas. The Phileas gives you access to level 1 and level 2 experience cards. These cards are provided in the box for episode 0. They are? Okay. You may have earned experience points, XP, during the episode. Episode 0. A level 1 experience card costs 1 experience points. Level 2 costs 2 experience points. Experience points are shared by the team, and that team must agree on how they are used. You may look at the cards associated with your character and decide together if you're going to buy any. If you do, discard the appropriate amount of XP and put each card in the corresponding explorer's pack. Well, we're going to do that too, right? I mean, come on now. You may also decide to save your points for later. We might, but I doubt it right now because I think any upgrades, right? We have no upgrades, so we're going to do some upgrades, right? Put in the camp experience cards that have not been bought are put in the camp box and become available for future back at camp phases. Reroll tokens. When an explorer receives a reroll token, they put it in their backpack. When they roll dice, the explorer may put a reroll token from their backpack into the camp box and reroll the dice. Okay, into the camp box, so you can get them back. Nice. Injuries and traumas. The explorers rest in between each episode. Discard all injury tokens on your explorer profile. Traumas, on the other hand, are serious injuries that must be healed. Explorers keep them until they are healed, one way or the other. Backpacks. Put all the cards each explorer owns, items, and traumas in their respective backpack, where these cards are stored between game sessions. Fate tokens collected in backpacks during the episode stay there for future episodes. Don't forget that these tokens may have detrimental effects on the rest of the adventure. Well, only one of my person took one of those tokens, so that's a good thing. Okay. Remaining cards. Cards bearing the eyeball symbol are discarded. Put all the cards that have been discarded on or that were not taken during the session in the episode box without looking at them. Episode 0 is now done. You know most of the game rules. You're ready to tackle the next challenge. Well, let's look at that upgrade first because I want to spend 1 gold on that upgrade, so we're going to do that. New camp upgrades 01. Where is that? Oh, it's right here at the bottom. Okay, let's look at that one here. If you've unlocked, we did. Okay, after this experience, you and your colleagues decide to set up headquarters to better prepare for your expeditions. It says it's $1, that's fine, and it says, I think that's the camp symbol. At the start of each episode, the first player rolls 1 inspection die and logs the results. Oh, that's pretty cool. We're definitely going to do that because I mean, logging the results before we even get to start playing seems really worthwhile. We're going to pour all the stuff from the camp box out because I might use it. I think I'm going to sell this statue too for two coins. So we're going to put that back in its respective place and sell it for 2 more coins because I don't know why not. It doesn't do anything. It's just pretty. So we're going to do that. And we're not going to sell any weapons, that's for sure. We only have the whip and we have the ankh. So we have those 2 things. Those are cool. But we're definitely going to take this and put it in our camp. So let's go do that and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, it doesn't say it has to go anywhere in particular, so we just put it right there. So we have these 2 upgrades right now back at camp. This one's, we got to remember to look at this every time we start because we're going to get that bonus. And then we're going to look at these cards for our characters and see if we want to buy any with our experience. I did, however, spend a gold to upgrade our camp. That is awesome. I think I'm going to make sure everybody gets a level 1 card. So he's got 2 level 1 cards. He's got Explorer. When Rajit rolls an inspection dice, the X side counts as a torch. I like that one. That's pretty good. And Resilient. Rajit may use his ability on himself. Oh, that's the healing ability if I'm not mistaken. So I think that I'm glad that damage heals, but his ability is at the end of your turn, remove 1 injury. He's going to do that for an experience point, so I'll just put that right here, put that out, and then we're going to go get the 1 experience cards for Frank. Take a look at those. Again, there's 2 experience cards, but we're just going to spend 1 each for right now, just to see what we got going on. That'll be all 3 of our 4 experience. Unflappable. When Frank takes a trauma card, he may choose to ignore it and take another. That's not bad. Nimble Fingers. Before rolling inspection dice, Frank may turn 1 die into the mechanical cogwheel side. I think we're going to do that one. That gives us some flexibility with dice rolls. I'm going to put experience right there. And again, these ones that we didn't use are going, these level 1s and level 2s are going to go into the camp box according to the rules. So we're going to do that. We do not have Eleanor Mansard in our group. Now we could take her out later and get her experience, but we do have, let's get this out, we do have Rebecca Clark, so we're going to take 2 of her 2 level 1 abilities. She's got Investigator. If Rebecca rolls a Spyglass with an inspection die, she gets 1 extra. Ooh, that's pretty nice. And then Authoritarian. At the start of her turn, Rebecca may take an item card from an explorer in her zone. I think, take. Remember I said about that, about giving and taking, there was no way to take an item just to give items? Now she can take an item. Is that worth it? Or is this exploration thing, is this hourglass, the spyglass thing worth it? I think we're going to do the spyglass. And that'll be another experience point for her. And again, the rest of these cards are going to go into the camp box for future use. So I'm going to put them in there right now, wherever I put the camp box. Here it is. Here is our camp box. I'm going to put these cards in there. There's still, and we're going to put the rest. That's all we're going to do right now. So we're going to put our 2 gold that we have left. There's 1 gold that's stuck in the bottom. I don't know how that happened, but there we go. So we got 3 gold, 2 experience, and these cards to go back into our camp box as we wrap up camp. These experience points have been spent, and these ability cards will go into their respective backpacks and are in play. So we'll just put them with their characters, and that is cool. And that is the end of the camp phase. Now we get to do something else. I think we get to go on to the next adventure, right? Which is 00 episode 1, the fall. We're not going to do that tonight. We're going to end this right here. We ended our camp phase, and I'm going to put episode 0 away. We're going to move on because I haven't seen anybody do this part yet, which will be fun. We're going to move on to the next episode and see what happens. We got some abilities now. I got to put this token in her pack for sure as she goes into the next episode. We'll make sure that stays in there, and we'll see what happens. This is really cool. I do like the game so far, and I like the upgrades, and I love legacy style games. Though I get a little nervous when I'm putting stickers on stuff and everything. I'm sure we all do. But anyway, that is going to be wrap it up for us tonight. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next episode of Arkeis. Take care. Bye-bye.